Some mysteries never leave you. When I was a kid, I was always fascinated by mysteries and ciphers. I had even made my own cipher with my sisters based on the texting pattern of old flip phones. But the biggest mystery of them all was surely Forrest Fenn's treasure, a real-life hunt for gold hidden somewhere in the Rocky Mountains. I was obsessed and often dreamed of finding it. But back then, I couldn't go. I was just a kid, and so I had to settle watching others chase the dream, ultimately finding it where I had predicted. Now, years later, another treasure has surfaced, one connected to the original, and this time, I was ready.
To properly explore this treasure, we must start at the beginning with Fenn.
Forrest Fenn was an art dealer from Santa Fe, New Mexico, who hid a treasure chest filled with gold and jewels somewhere in the Rockies. His poem held the clues to its location, and for over a decade, thousands of people searched for it, including the author of There's Treasure Inside, John Collins Black, aka JCB. With the original treasure found in 2020, JCB was able to get several items from it and hid them in his treasure, which was ultimately inspired by his years of searching. Perhaps the most sought after and controversial item being a sealed olive jar from Fenn himself. This jar holds an autobiography from Fenn, but with Fenn passing away a few months after the treasure's discovery, some claim it may hold a confession from Fenn that he had secretly ended the hunt himself. When JCB received the jar, still sealed shut from wax, his curiosity piqued and he opened it. Now being the only person alive that knows the jar's contents, JCB has stated that he was surprised by what he found inside and that there is in fact more than just an autobiography.
This is personal for me, and this is my shot at redemption.
So undigging my autographed copy of Fenn's book from all those years ago, I once again read the poem I once had memorized as though my entire future depended on it. As I have gone alone in there, and with my treasures bold, I can keep my secret where, and hint of riches new and old. Begin it where warm waters halt, and take it in the canyon down. Not far, but too far to walk, put in below the home of Brown. From there it's no place for the meek, the end is ever drawing nigh. There'll be no paddle up your creek, just heavy loads and water high. If you've been wise and found the blaze, look quickly down your quest to seize, but tarry scant with marvel gaze, just take the chest and go in peace. So why is it that I must go and leave my trove for all to seek? The answers I already know, I've done it tired and now I'm weak. So hear me all and listen good, your effort will be worth the cold. If you are brave and in the wood, I give you title to my gold. While this old poem isn't needed to solve where the new treasure is, I felt it may give me some additional insight. After all, how would JCB try to solve this poem? Thanks to some additional clues from Fenn, we also knew the original treasure is in one of 4 states: New Mexico, Colorado, Wyoming, and Montana, starting at least 8 miles north of Santa Fe, where Fenn had lived. We also knew that the treasure was somewhere between 5,000 and 10,200 feet above sea level, in a location that had sagebrush, and that Fenn, at 80 years old and dying from cancer, could safely make 2 trips while carrying the treasure from his car to the location in a single afternoon. Knowing how serious JCB was about finding Fenn's treasure, I think it's safe to assume he also knew all of these clues. Thanks to JCB, we also know the new treasure is not in Yellowstone, is slightly off a hiking trail, and is no more than 3 miles away from a road. That helps narrow things down even further. When we take maps filtered by elevation, sagebush, and Finn's search area, we can overlap them to see where the correct clues align, with a large chunk of it being Colorado. Although Forrest Treasure was ultimately found in Wyoming, many did believe the treasure was in Colorado. A matter of fact, it was quite possibly the most visited state throughout the hunt. From there, I figured it was time to read the new poem by JCB. I cruise along a road I know and park my car just off the side. Near where I search for heavy loads, it was not there, although I tried. Begin it where cool water flows and follow through the canyon round. Take in the rolling highs and lows, pass by a place where once was brown. From here you are more on your own. The path is always drawing nigh. The compass points now towards the home of point and tree and seeing eye. Stop just beyond the camper's blaze. A thinker stone is all you need. The spot is set with marvel gaze. A white mark shows upon the seat. Near here it's nestled all in dream. I've other treasures left to hide. I'll miss the golden bending stream, but I must go back to my ride. So listen well and hear me all. Your efforts will be worth the high. If you can mark warm water's halt, you'll bring it back full weight and dry. At first I couldn't narrow the clues down any further, but then I visited one of Colorado's visitor centers and was able to pick up an official state map, as well as discovered an app that showed all hiking trails within the state. Upon sitting down with these resources, all the clues began to fit, even lining up in the correct order of the new poem. With the Rockies in Colorado partially famous for their rivers, we know water plays a role in both poems. The line, begin it where cool water flows, could be referencing snow runoffs from a mountain. Well, on our map, we can see a cluster of mountain peaks where several rivers originate. If we overlay that with the other maps, it aligns in an area of high probability. One of these rivers in particular is the South Platte River, which ultimately started the Colorado Gold Rush. Could this be what JCB is referring to when he said, "I'll miss that golden bending stream"? Well, if you start at the mountain and follow the river, you're driving through South Park, which hills constantly climb and drop in elevation. Furthermore, you're driving past Buffalo Peaks Wilderness area, aka passing by a place where once was brown. While many assume the area got its name from the two Buffalo mountain peaks, the name actually originates back in the mid-1800s from Native Americans, as buffalo were widespread across the area. By the late 1800s, however, all buffalo were entirely exterminated in Colorado, with not a single wild herd now existing anywhere in the state. If you continue a little further, you're actually in Browns Canyon, and you basically end at Mount Princeton Hot Springs. But where in this area should I hike? Well, JCB had one-of-a-kind coins made for each of the smaller treasures, and when we overlay it in that area and spin it around a little, it just so happens to line up with the road, while circling the town of Johnson Village perfectly. On the hiking app, I was able to find a nearby campground that just so happened to have a scenic pull-off and hiking trails no longer than 3 miles in length immediately past it. These trails also lined up with a creek, which Finn did mention in his first poem. A matter of fact, Finn's poem lined up perfectly with this location as well. It was just backwards from JCB's. No one map or app on my phone had all these landmarks or trails displayed. So what was the chances that they all just so happened to be lining up so perfectly? It was time to go boots on the ground to solve the remaining clues and maybe, just maybe, find that treasure. Okay, Your Majesty. Let's go for a ride. Good boy. Time to get back on the road and head to our next spot about 2 hours away. And this time, maybe we'll find some treasure along the way. Let's get going, puppy dog. Okay guys, we made it to the overlook, and you do gotta pay for a pass. $10. Colorado, you're a little ridiculous with this stuff. $10 just for a freaking overlook and some hiking trails. I mean, it's not like this is an official state park or anything. This is literally just a freaking, I don't know. But it's only $10, so I don't mind. It's going to nature and all that fun stuff. So get my pass and we can get on the road here. Here's the map. Scenic overlook, we're right here. Scenic overlook's just around the corner, but right in front of us is the hiking trail. So let's go see if we can find a treasure. Okay guys, so what do you think? Is that a marvel gaze right there? I'd say that's a pretty marvelous gaze. Now we gotta find the hiking trails, and we gotta figure out a couple other things, such as a thinker's stone is all you need. Let's go check it out. Okay, we found the trails, guys. There's another sign right up there. So we're gonna grab Rocky, grab my backpack, and let's get on the way. Okay guys, so we are here, and we're gonna start heading up here and basically just do a loop. But the trail we're on right now is called Fistful of Dollars Trail. How ironic would it be if it's on this trail? There's definitely the trees now. We did see a deer foot half eaten pretty much right outside the parking lot. So we do have my cougar spray, and we're just gonna be on alert. There's that deer bone I was telling you guys about. So definitely gotta keep an eye out. The last two clues I need to solve are a thinker's stone is all you need, and a white mark shows upon the seat. So we'll keep our eyes open and see if anything sets off any alarm bells in my head with those two clues. Well, we didn't make it to the river yet, but I'm seeing a lot of stone. So we're going to take a little detour, and we're going to walk down here and look at the stone and see if anything pops up to me with a white mark upon the seat or something. I mean, that down there kind of looks like a bench almost. So let's go check it out. No chest. Yeah. we gotta see, is there any rock formations that don't look natural? Almost like someone stacked them on purpose to hide a chest. That's kind of my thoughts here. We have some moss too. I don't know if that really matches the whole white mark upon a seat, but I can't see him there. I have to climb up some boulders, but there's a crevice over here. Ah, nothing. What a beautiful view. Nothing in here. I feel like I was already in this spot, but I couldn't have been, because this is a new trail. Not seeing anything that stands out. Nothing. Damn. I'm just waiting for my reaction when I look under one of these giant boulders or in these cracks and crannies and all of a sudden see just a hint of that steel box, and knowing I'm just gonna lose my absolute shit if and when that happens. Check this out though. What a view. What do you guys think about this? Right next to the trail, I got sand in my shoe, so I was gonna go sit on it, like a bench almost, a thinker's stone, and it is pretty white compared to the rest of the rocks around here. It's worth checking out, I guess, after I get the sand out of my shoes. Well guys, there's not much area to hide a chest in at this spot. Stay. Coors Light, but no chest. Damn. Won't attack right. Birds everywhere. Come on. So many stones, but which one is the thinker's? Guys, I just finished filming that little video. Is that quartz? A white mark? And I mean, a thinker's stone, that's next to the trail. I could sit on that. I think we're gonna press pause for a minute, and we're gonna check around this area and see if we can find anything. Anyone know what kind of animal that was? Very weird white fur. Interesting. A thinker's stone is all you need. Well, that sure does make me think. Makes me think, how the hell did they even do that? I heard something, you guys. Something growled or barked or something. Rocky, come. Stay right by me. Got the spray armed and ready to go. I had music on and you could hear it. You could hear it loud and clear. Come on, let's go. I don't know what kind of tracks those are, but they sure are huge. I don't know if you guys can hear that, but a siren, like tornado siren, just went off, and it's 11:59, so noon. Weird. Is that a avalanche? Get the hell off the mountain, because there's a storm coming. Why at noon? Only did it once, so I'll have to look into that. Okay guys, we got done with our 3.5 mile hike, and I was kind of hungry, can you tell? I've been craving Domino's pretty bad. So we have a meat lover's pizza, some Parmesan bites, the cheesy stuffed cheese bread, and the bacon cheese tater tots. So we're gonna dig in here and enjoy a wonderful view. I do have to eat as much as possible because my fridge is not turned on. So we'll see how much I could eat. Okay guys, our first search for the Forrest Fenn Treasure has turned up empty. But I've gained a lot to think about in this area and about the treasure. So we'll see. Tomorrow is another day, and it's my last chance before leaving the area. But for now, I'm tired. I need a nap. He's tired. He needs a nap. So let's head back to the camper. Unfortunately, overnight, Rocky woke up extremely sick, both vomiting and with extreme diarrhea. As a result, day 3 was cancelled, as ultimately no treasure is worth risking his health. So to this day, the treasure's hidden location and my new theories on this location go unsolved. Okay, dreamers. Do you think you have what it takes to find the treasure? Well, whether you're a loyal subscriber or simply an inspiring treasure hunter who's doing some research, now's your chance to join in on some of the fun. But first, approximately 90% of my viewers are not subscribed to the channel. So make sure you do yourself a favor, hit that subscribe button, and hit the bell so you can stay up to date on all of our adventures. Now some of you eagle-eyed viewers have probably already caught on. Hidden throughout this video is a secret message, 7 letters long. Do you remember the cipher that me and my sisters invented growing up? If not, you might want to go back to the beginning and start there. Now, once the person finds the codes and correctly deciphers them to create the 7-letter word, they will have to email it to me, and the first person to do so will win an ultimate prize. But don't worry, every single person who rewatches and can correctly send me the cipher will win a prize. So Godspeed and good luck, treasure hunters. And until then, I will see you all on the next adventure.